Okay,
Welcome to the Knox County Board of Commissioners regular session for June 11th, 2026. This morning we have Knox County 911 here for their update. Laura, I'll let you introduce yourself and Rick can introduce himself and we can go from there.
Laura Webster, the current 911 director.
Rick Lanuza, the 911 incoming director, starting or officially taking over the end of July.
So here with our reports. As you can see, calls are remaining pretty steady. Our peak day for 911 calls was Friday, the same for the non-emergency calls. And 4 o'clock was the time for both of those also, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. For the busy time.
and that's 4 o'clock on Friday also? Or just
4 o'clock
every
in
day?
general.
Okay,
Yes, yes. So, like we said, the call volume and all of that staying pretty steady. You'll notice too in your packet, these graph charts.
Mhm.
These all, so Rick did these, which they're pretty nice. What I like about them is you can see the ups, the downs, or where it's staying even, and all of that. So when you have time, you want to look at those and how he has them separated out. And then we have your usual call reports from our phone system that has those hours of the day, day of the week, and all of that on it. News to report from the center. We had a dispatch supervisor, Rhonda Owens. She earned her Excellence in Dispatch certificate from NENA, which is the National Emergency Number Association. She's one of 15 telecommunicators in the state of Ohio to achieve that goal. So great job to her.
Yeah, does she submit an application for that? Is she nominated for that, or how's that certificate taken care of?
It's by the different classes that I think it's a track of classes
Okay,
that she had to take.
Yeah, she had complete at least 3 classes in that subgroup of classes that she was taking. So
okay, good.
911 also had a booth set up at the June 5th First Friday. Rick and one of our other dispatchers went and did that. And
How'd that go, Rick?
good. It was my very first Friday event that I've ever attended. So it was well attended, appeared to be pretty well attended, good weather. We were set up right next to Mount Vernon Police Department, right across from the COTC or the new city admin buildings and that. So that was very nice. Got to talk to a lot of people and got a lot of congratulations and welcome to the agency. So it was good.
Right, great.
yeah, it's good to get him out there in the community. Nicole and Rick attended the July 4th planning meeting that Knox County Emergency Management Agency did. They're having that because Apple Valley, Fredericktown, and Mount Vernon are all having their activities on the same day. So
July 4th, well, the evening of July 4th will be very busy in the county.
yes, and I'll be out of state. So
Yeah. Well, so maybe that's a good thing. You got the 4th of July for those communities together.
yeah,
Now if we can get all the school districts to get on the same calendar, great.
right. We're continuing to make progress in preparing for our next gen 911 implementation with the state. We had our state site visit on June 4th at our location here in the sheriff's office. Of course, there were a lot of different questions we had to go through along with IT, and then they had to look, some of the equipment and everything. So we are still moving forward with that, and I think moving along on schedule, hopefully. So,
Yes.
yes.
Does the next gen, maybe we're already there, texting?
Yes, it will be text and video to 911, but also connects us more easily to the other centers in the states that are
Okay.
on the S.
Adrian, can you pull that map up?
Yeah, I included a map that right now shows you the counties. Oh, wait, there we go. Yeah, so the counties in red are already live. So they're already on the state SCNet, already using that, doing the text and everything. The ones in blue are in progress, so you see us, we're in blue. And then the other are future locations. Except Warren County, not sure what's up with that one, but
Yeah, he kind of indicated that they're on their own little
Oh,
island, he said.
Yeah,
Surprised Franklin County's not already on there.
yeah, no, so we're doing pretty good, I think, for
Yeah.
I think
Where
one
we
of the
are.
biggest issues with Franklin is they have so many different
That's
PSAPs
true.
in the
Yeah,
county,
That's
trying to
true.
get
Right,
everyone.
You got all those suburbs all have their,
Mhm.
Yeah.
one centers.
yeah.
Hmm.
So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to hopefully wrapping that up before I retire. So, our current staffing numbers are 21 full-time and 1 part-time dispatcher. So those levels are up. Of course, some of those are still in training, but
And that's that where we want to be, or we want to be a little bit above that?
a little bit of. Jason just,
Yeah, we'd like to be,
You know, one time, didn't we say 24 was the number one time?
I think it was 24.
yeah, that would be.
Counting
between
makes it part-time.
Probably between part,
Right.
that would be optimal, yes.
Yeah. And other than that, that is it, except for I did
Andrew,
introduce Rick and
shut that off, yeah.
him starting, so.
Do you want me to bring it back?
Yeah, you pop that back up there. Go ahead, I'm sorry, Laura. I saw him getting ready to close it now. I didn't catch you fast.
Okay. Yeah, Rick started May 18th down in the office and he's moving right along, learning all the things. Yeah, did you have anything, Rick?
No, just, I guess the one thing that I do have is on the mental health
Yeah,
chart.
that-
You
That's
guys,
the one I was just. getting
Okay,
ready to ask
yep.
you. Oh, we've had 162 attempted suicides this year.
Wow.
That's sad.
so. Tempted would be. Red, yes, so. That could be anything from someone just saying they were going to try,
Okay.
yeah,
Which that number is not that off. Cause
No, it's-
we're about halfway through the year and last year there was
It just
326.
seems like,
yeah.
it
Yeah.
just seems alarming. And, so
Right.
then the actual suicides is down at the bottom.
Correct.
4, is that?
Yes.
Do we-
The number I wanna bring your attention to though is the mental health calls. And that is very elevated, but I believe Laura said she indicated to you guys last month that we're dealing with one individual and trying to track all those calls. So as of the 9th at 11 AM, he had already made 259 of those
Oh,
calls
Oh, wow, wow.
to our center, so.
Yeah. We're
Fall back, yeah.
And
Everybody in this room
there's
is
been
very
probably
frustrated.
30 more since the 9th. So. So yeah,
That's all been forwarded to prosecutor's office, or if you guys have forwarded that to the sheriff's office or anything with the.
they are working, trying to figure out a plan.
Trying to figure out, yeah, what they can do.
Because that disrupts real folks that are really in trouble. It's,
Yes.
it's gonna be stressful,
Yeah.
actually.
So yeah, so I guess if there's anything anyone would like to see number wise, I mean. in
So on
future
the
meetings-
reports, you talked about the one fellow that has been calling consistently. So on the total number that we get, can you separate out the repeaters from, how many are actually individuals we're talking about?
I don't, unless we would do it manually,
have to
I don't
manually do
believe
it.
there's a
Okay.
way to, I mean, we can run a report with his name. And take out those
Take out
and
that.
kind of show it, but right now, I mean, they are still technically mental health calls. I mean,
Yes, yes,
unfortunately, it's just one individual driving it up right now, but.
yeah.
So realistically, yes, if we would take him out, that number is probably gonna be way down to where it should.
Was he an issue last year too? When we compare
No, I don't
numbers?
for last year.
We looked
We
last,
dealt with him for several years,
Not this
but
magnitude.
not like this, no.
Yeah,
now Nicole and I looked back the other day and there were a few calls last year that dealt with him after
okay,
he was up here.
Then he moved.
He was up here and so we left in all the ones when he was residing up here, but. When he moved to Florida, there were very few until the beginning of this year, so
yeah.
he moved, I believe.
Now, when he lived here though, and of course was going through the child custody and all of that, he would call quite a bit then too, but then he moved and they dropped off for a while and now they're back.
And all those calls are public records, so.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the-
Yeah.
It's sad, it means services of people who really are in trouble and need
Right,
constructed and affected and that can cost someone their life.
And although, he's not calling 911, he's in Florida. He is calling the admin lines, but that still ties your dispatcher up and
Sure. Sure.
so. Yes. Any other question?
Good.
Thank you.
Sounds like Florida's a good place for
Yeah, the Bradenton, right?
Great.
Thank you. Thank you.
him. Rick, thank you.
That'd be great.
Yeah, so you're doing a good
It'll
job.
get a little rougher going forward.
It'll be. Thank you.
Thank you, Laura.
Thank you.
Thanks, Laura.
Well, while we're waiting on Andrew, or not Andrew.
Yeah, Amy.
He's not out there, is he? No.
I can message him.
Thanks, Bill.
Thank you.
All
Yeah.
right, so we got just a few resolutions. Judge Wetzel will be here later to swear Amy in, but we do need to do a resolution for you to appoint her as the Director of Knox County Emergency Management effective June 15th, 2026. And there's kind of a set of paperwork that needs signed, and then the last one will be the judge, I believe. Yes, judge will sign the last one, so make sure this back page, Bill, don't sign the last page.
Until after that,
Well, that's just for Judge Wetzel. He
Okay,
need to sign
good.
the actual swear.
take that yellow sticker off.
So motion to approve?
Second,
All those in favor say aye.
I,
Then we have approved the personnel policy update. So Courtney's been working with Chip on a series of these and we have them ready to go. It's an update to the broad reporting, AI, artificial intelligence, some insurance coverage change, inclement weather policy change, driving policy, and a drug-free awareness program policy. And those are ready for you to adopt, and then we'll get those out to all the departments with the updates.
okay, so second,
All those in favor say aye.
I,
Okay, then on the ballot, or on the agenda here, we have to approve the levying of a renewal on the ballot of how we said it, 79 hundredths of a mil for providing or maintaining senior citizen services or facilities per ORC 5705.19Y. So this is basically just you authorizing the senior levy to go back on the ballot this November, and this is step one, and then we'll have another resolution after this, but this is the first step to put that on the ballot for renewal.
and on this 0.79, that's what it has always
It
been.
is, yeah, that's what
So
it is.
that's never changed, never
It-
been increased.
Like 10 years ago, I think there was maybe even longer than that, there was a change, but that's when it was required to provide for adult protective services.
Hmm.
And it was increased to provide that for those services, but other than that, yeah, it hasn't gone up.
Okay, well, make a motion, we approve that.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
I,
And then we have an application for payment number one for Crawford Construction for the Howard Danville Road Bridge Project, and this is the amount of $243,143.98. This is engineers funding.
motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye. Is that Trevor?
Come on.
It's just one signature on it.
You want to talk about the St. Mary Development Corporation, what that letter was?
Yeah, we just received that, and that was just to enter into the record, but it says the letter was to apprise you that the St. Mary Development Corp. Through a 2B form subsidiary plans to be managing the member of a residential rental development located within 1/2 mile radius of your political subdivision, and they're getting funding from the Ohio Housing Finance Agency for the development. And it just says it's north of Vernon. It's a proposed development of 134 high-quality affordable housing units in Clinton Township. This is that one again up on.
Yes, on the curve.
Just, they're gonna be the managing partner of that. So they just sent a letter to us on 800 North Sandusky Street, Mount Vernon. And so we're just entering that in the record that we received that. So,
Thank you.
so all you, Trevor.
Trevor.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Trent.
IT technology update. So For the last month, we responded to 309 support tickets. A little bit more manageable response. Last month was kind of crazy the previous month, but little better cadence this time. This month I decided to report on our managed detection and response system, which is a system that monitors all the antivirus mechanisms on all of our machines. To give you an idea, I have this little graphic here that shows our detection funnel, which starts at we had 149 million events to start with. And our MDR service basically it monitors all those events and then says out of all these events, which ones are serious enough to merit, looking into. From there, they break them down into high and critical alerts, and then ones that require some action, they send us emails on. So those are the ones that we look into. It's a service that we pay for, but it helps to reduce our like notification fatigue, so we don't have millions of emails to go through. So out of those, we had 41 incidents that required like just manual looking at, but 0 incidents declared. So just a little informational system about the security mechanisms that we have going on in the background.
So,
So
yeah, go ahead.
the 41 that you did,
Yes.
what do you do with those?
So we look at them and say, is this a serious or a false positive? Lot of times there will be like a file that somebody downloads that was deleted by the antivirus software as expected. It was just an alert that says you should be aware of this, and we look at it and just verify that the correct remediation mechanism was applied. So it just it reduces the amount of emails that we have to pour through. In the old days, you might come in the morning and look through 130 emails and you have to pick one manually. This is something that we have to look at, but
So the 41, that's not a, excuse me, a warning that they may breach the system? Is that just a warning in general or what?
it's an informational, it's just something to look at for human review.
Okay.
If it's a 24/7 service, so I might get a call at 3 a.m. saying, hey, this is occurring. We want you to look at it and just make sure. 9 times out of 10 is something I'm familiar with. And I say, oh, yes, I'm familiar with that. It's not a virus or ransomware or something like that.
Okay.
Good.
Because I think when we looked at that, Trevor, when we put that in place a couple of years ago, we kind of talked about some of these organizations or whoever's out here, they know to target certain things on holiday weekends or at certain time of night when they know maybe your IT group wouldn't be there or you'd be less staff. So this service is providing that around the clock, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week
Yeah.
for us.
They have a whole security operations center with hundreds of engineers that are reviewing these millions of events for us.
Huh.
So it's a fantastic service
It's
for
not
us.
cheap, but it's well worth it.
It's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
worth it. Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes. We're continuing on with our firewall replacement projects throughout the county. We had ours here at the service center at the beginning of the year. Ours was an outright hardware replacement, but for many sites, we're extending the life of the hardware, saving money by just renewing the license and then just upgrading the firewall devices. So sites like the police department and the sheriff's office are getting upgraded licensing.
You may know this number right off the top of your head, but how many different licenses do we have?
Hundreds. There's many to keep track of. I have basically a binder full of them that Mallory and I work through all the time. The Board of Elections infrastructure refresh is complete. I mentioned the new server that we received last month. That's been installed and is now running the whole domain over there at the Board of Elections. They're preparing for a new voter registration application called Paragon. So we're working with the vendor Triad to install that, and that'll probably be active here within about a month or so.
Does that fix the glitch they had on election day?
This is a new
This is a power outage.
reporting. This is for
Yeah.
voter registration and tracking. It's the next generation one that they're using.
I remember that day it was storming. They had
Mm.
just a click and power outage there.
It didn't really affect, it wasn't really our.
It was something different. That was a hardware event that they were having problems with. 911, they are nearing the end of their position expansion. They're going from 5 to 7 call taking stations. So that's, we've been working with, there's 3 or 4 vendors involved with that. So we've been kind of facilitating and managing the project for those vendors. And then we install, each station requires 4 computers for 1 person. And then there's 16 displays per station, or eight displays per station, 16 across the new positions. So there's lots of wiring. There's hundreds of feet of wiring per station. If you get a chance, look under those desks. There's big umbilical cords full of cables. We have to manage those and get them all wrapped up. So it's I think it's a fun project, but
Yeah.
it's kind of tedious. I enjoy it. Yes, it's been a fun project to work on.
So we started out with 5 stations. Now we're going up to 7.
Yes,
Okay, they're all in that same room down there.
the room is full.
I know it's full
It was full
before.
of them.
We had, okay, because I knew we had 2 practice areas
Yeah,
that
we
we
took the
never.
practice ones out.
Okay.
For stations.
Okay, good.
They're really nice. They have LED lighting and everything. The desks they have different tiers that all move independently of each other. So it'll be really nice for the dispatchers.
And speaking of 911, you were down there, was there an audit or something with the state or somebody that came up? Because I was going to give a shoot, as Laura said, they asked a question that no IT director of the state knew, and you knew the answer. So
Yeah.
and this auditor was impressed.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Oh, that's what I was going to talk about next was the next generation 911. Many agencies are moving from the old analog copper phone lines to digital VoIP 911 service. So there's a lot of staging and preparation for that, but it'll make our 911 service much more resilient once this is turned on and portable, in case that we need to move operations somewhere. It just kind of brings it into the 21st century. Everything's still running on old copper telephone lines. So every time it rained, we had a power outage, then we were failing numbers over to different, it gets kind of a nightmare. So this would be really nice.
Did you physically have to go to the election to fix things during that power outage?
We didn't, I didn't personally. We had a technician, one of our techs went out and gave a hand.
How long does that take?
Once we're on site, usually about 30 minutes worth of
The same thing.
fiddling, restarting,
I
finding
think the
power.
Board of Elections said they were out for about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And it was just the main location.
Main location, yeah.
We started a new building wireless access point for Village of Fredericktown. Their wastewater treatment plant, they installed some new not sure what the equipment, I think it's for dewatering. It's this new facility inside of a building, but they were very suddenly required internet in this building. So Jared and I went out and we did a site survey and determined that we could essentially beam the wireless from one building that they had internet at to the new barn where this equipment was at. So we were able to get them an internet link from the time that they called to installed in less than a week.
They think Star Trek.
Yeah, just don't go hold your hand in front of the beam or you'll shut it
And
down.
disappear, yeah.
Shut them down, open them up.
Yeah, well, I call it beam because they're 2 wireless like microwave devices that they point at each other. They're about 1,000 feet away. So it's really cost effective because it doesn't require an aerial cable or something like that. So we were able to order all that and get it installed.
And I know we're still taking care of Fredericktown Village.
Yep.
Police, Fredericktown EMS.
Yes.
Gambier.
Correct.
How's all that?
It's going well. We've been able to easily manage their tickets as they come in, and they really like having us out there. Every time we come out, they say, "Oh, we're so happy that you guys are here. That you've saved us from previous IT entities." So their relationship is.
I know it's
really
very
well.
cost effective for them because they just pay when they need us. They're not
Flat
paying
rate,
for a
right.
flat rate for your hourly rate, not
Right.
a contract with somebody.
And it's nice to just have, a guy that, knows your systems and is familiar with your buildings. So they're very happy to have us on board.
And what
So-
about the city? How's things going with the city?
Sitting there.
City member is going well. Nick has taken them under his wing. He's become kind of their go-to guy. He's been training Tanner and the other technicians on, any intricacies or specifics that they have. But I think we're falling into a good understanding of, if you have this kind of problem, this is who you ask, and this is the process for submitting tickets. So everything's coming to a good understanding.
And they put an office for us in the new building, right? We have a
Yes.
small office for.
We have a desk space, we have storage, we have our own storage area for like cables and parts. So we're becoming a permanent fixture in that new building.
And we're there so many hours a day. Is that kind of like on site? Is that kind of how that's working?
Every day, there is an on-site technician that goes, it's usually Nick. He just goes around and checks to make sure everybody's good to go, make sure there's new tickets, or 9 times out of 10, we can correct it remotely. But, the desk side support, there's no replacement for that.
Right, yeah.
Putting your face out there and getting your customers essentially.
So back to Fredericton about they doing like a satellite relay. It's not a satellite, but
Microwave.
if you do that, is there much of a risk of someone intercepting and changing? And
So the link is encrypted.
okay,
We say that it's always possible to break into something, but if it takes you 1,000 years to break the password, it's kind of
we won't be around.
No.
Okay,
yeah.
Because all that is a signal, right? That's
Right.
going
So it's
between
an encrypted link between the buildings, and then the only devices that can read it are the receiving end.
okay, good.
Without getting too technical.
Then you can get your lean cuisine done while you're waiting.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, just sign in front of it. Last month I mentioned we were working on the certified mail program for the clerk of courts. That project is come to completion. IT is done with our portion of that project. Essentially, it allows the clerk's office to do their certified mail. It just modernizes the process. They're not writing things and typing each, they might have to mail 70 letters in one day. This helps to automate that process.
Yeah. Great.
Website improvements.
Yeah, so we are moving right along with the new website build that we will be rolling out. Hopefully early next year is the current deadline that our vendor is giving us. We're moving over to a Civic Plus website, very much like the city of Mount Vernon. We have our first kickoff meeting, not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday. This will basically help us to meet a lot of the ADA compliancy things that have come down from the Department of Justice. It will also make management a lot easier. So for me, if something breaks, I'm having to kind of get into the code. I'm spending all day building things. This will allow us to give a lot of the technical heavy lifting to Civic Plus, and then I can basically do a lot of management. And I can give a lot more power to individual departments to make changes on the pages.
Yeah, it pulls a lot of the technical, day-to-day drudgery out of it and allows Andrew to focus on the more creative side of the website. So
And
much
they will
more
house,
efficient and
they'll house it,
compliance.
which is a
Yes.
safety issue for us too, right? To not have our
Correct.
website on our server.
Right.
It also does compress the number of vendors we use. So currently for the website, we have a WordPress instance, we have our builder vendor, and then we have our hosting vendor. This will basically bring that down to a single point of contact with Civic Plus. And because I'm the administrator for the city's Civic Plus instance, I already know kind of the inner workings of how this is going to
Yeah,
go.
good.
So
Makes sense.
Do we help out with the airport on their website?
we have offered historically to do that. We have actually hosted a page for them at one point. Last word I got on that was they had decided to go with a vendor, I believe out of Fredericktown. But the last time I looked, they don't currently have a website.
Okay. I was curious as to where that was, because that's been an issue for probably 10+ years.
Yeah, I assisted with advising them years ago on their previous website. They were going to migrate to a new instance. We kind of took them under our wing for the migration process, after which they actually had their own website for a couple of years. But like I said, last I checked, there wasn't anything at that URL.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Knox Transit. IT is working with various vendors to design and implement the various systems that will go into that building. So we have some for radio, and then obviously for the computer systems. So I've been working with Vasu to plan the data routes for that and just get all the hardware that we'll need to order on paper. So as the project continues, we'll be ready to go, usually ahead of any ideas that we need to complete. And then we're also looking at replacing all the hardware, the computer hardware inside the buses. Right now they're using Samsung tablets they're reaching the end of their usable lifespan. So we're getting quotes for replacement hardware, cases and mounts, things like that.
And will that system allow them to know where each vehicle is?
Yes.
Communicate about picking up other people?
Yeah, and they have a map and they can see, kind of similar to the 911 CAD system, where they can dispatch drivers based on their location. They can see a live map where everybody's at. They'll have I think they have a TV up there with a map and shows everyone driving around. So it's a much more improved system than they had before. It's really about all I have for this month. Anybody have any questions?
Well, we appreciate your help.
Great job so far.
All this stuff.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Do we want to pause?
So, yeah, Judge Wetzel, it's gonna be closer to 11, he thinks, before he gets here, so we could pause, and he'll be here about 10:45.
Okay.
Unless you guys have anything else before that.
Right.
We can pause.
We should pause and come back when the judge arrives.
Okay.
Ready? Okay, please raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I, Amy Seward,
I, Amy Seward,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
and the Constitution of the State of Ohio
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same,
and the allegiance to the same.
that I will obey the orders of the governor of the state,
I will obey the governor of the
state of Ohio,
of the state of Ohio.
that I will take this obligation freely
I will take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation,
without any mental reservation
purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
that I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties upon which I am about to enter.
the duties upon which I'm about to enter.
I do further swear
And I do further swear
that I do not advocate,
that I do not advocate,
nor am I a member of
nor am I a member of
any political party or organization
any political party or organization
that advocates the overthrow
that advocates the overthrow
of the government of the United States
the government of the United States
or of this state
or of this state
by force or violence,
by force or violence,
that during such time
and during such time
that I am engaged
that I am engaged
in emergency management employment
in emergency management deployment
or activities,
or activities,
I will not advocate
I will not advocate
or become a member of
nor become a member of
any political party
any political party
or organization that advocates
or an organization that advocates
the overthrow of the government
the overthrow of the government
of the United
of
States
the United States
or of this state
or of this state
by force or violence.
by force or violence.
Sign here.
Amy, by the way, your first actual meeting with us, you'll have to dictate that without reading it.
Repeat it, perfect.
You want to get over there with the picture also?
Chris?
And this is our regional EMA director, right? Yeah, go on over there, you get a picture with you. The probably commissioners, you guys could get in there too if you want. It's up to you.
So I'm gonna sign that one, this one.
Yes.
I'll tell you when we get it. Thank you.
Coming in.
Yes.
Ladies first.
Wait, you need wide angle?
I do, Andrew's got sophisticated stuff. Go ahead.
All right. 3, 2, 1. One more. Perfect.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Didn't like you having doing this job, so. You don't really need any OJT.
Thanks.
You already been
Thanks.
doing the
Thank
job,
you.
right?
Thanks for waiting. See you.
Through.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming back. Hopefully I don't see you guys all on your worst day.
Yeah, yes.
Anything else for me?
No, you're all set. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, Amy.
Jason, do you have anything else?
No, sir.
Mr. Person?
No, well, this Ackerman preserves this Saturday at 10 to 12 at Frederictown.
Yeah.
Hopefully someone will be able to come out and enjoy that. That would be a good time.
I will be there. Commissioner Casey, have it? I'll look for a motion.
So moved.
We stand adjourned.